Hey everybody, this is Rolls. Welcome to episode 29 of the Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough, and we are running. This is where, I think I mentioned it in a previous part or two, but this is where doing the no-kill Peace Walker run is annoying. I mean, it was during the base escape too, but even now this is just as ridiculous. Yeah, there's no really two other ways to say it. It's cool though. You know, it's could be worse, obviously. I'll do some 9 next. Anyway, yeah, just going from scene to scene, and this is also where shooting again with the runway and base escape sequences, shooting the Keraton frogs are a pain in the ass. I'm still thinking of if I'm gonna get like a PS3 and hook that up and get a HD collection physical copy just to get my trophy for that and my platinum for this game. That's insane that, you know, I'm thinking about it. I'm sure it'll be back at some point on a PlayStation streaming platform. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, there's so many. I'm gonna get in a soapbox, but this is the time for it with a part like this. But there's so many, like, great games that are out there that, you know, I'm 33, that I might remember playing, or people of my generation, you know, like that started with like your Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo or like N64 original PlayStation type era. Games that are great and are out there that are just unplayable because the companies don't re-release them. There are some that are kept alive through great things. Like, for example, just today, a friend in my D&D group said that first 2 Elder Scrolls games are on Steam, for example. Bethesda's been obviously really good with porting things. Look at how many generations Skyrim is in, or how many consoles. Capcom is doing a remake of RE4. It's like, that's been on fucking everything. And yet, you have examples like right here, where it's like, yeah, if you don't have a physical copy of this for PlayStation 2 or the HD remakes on 3, like a physical disc, or your 360, it's kind of like, well, fuck you, you don't get to play it. And, you know, people would argue, I just saw a thing posted the other day that this is in people's, like, best PS2 game, you know, argument, which definitely I can agree with that, but PS2 is so fucking solid with its library, it's ridiculous. Anyway, we're just slowly advancing through the woods here on the motorcycle. They really, I think I said this before a couple parts ago too, but it's not that it's a bad sequence, and it's super exciting when you first play through it. But upon repeated playthroughs, I kind of wish there was an option to skip it. I'll be honest. Like, I don't mind the one in number 1 as much, when Liquid's chasing you through the, like, the vehicle entrance at the very end there. But it's a little too long here, my opinion. I mean, it's a nice sequence, but I gotta figure out what I want to do for dinner now, even though lunch wasn't too long ago. These places start closing super fucking early. Like your services like Grubhub and whatnot. Man, I'm pissed though. I got groceries, right? I went to Walmart because I haven't gone there to get groceries in a long time, and I realize why I haven't. You know, like, don't get me wrong, they had some stuff that was good. I picked up like some cold cuts and your bread and other main course stuff to make, like for a meal, you know, and like a couple snacks, right? And sugar-free Powerade and a big pack of water. So I'm good with all that. But they didn't have the fucking chicken I wanted, man. And I don't mean, I mean the Walmart, the Great Value bagged, like chicken breast tenders that you can cook. There wasn't even like a slot for them. It looked like in the like display case where they are. They put that in like the boneless wings and the little like boneless, skinless chicken breasts and thighs there and stuff. I didn't want to get one that's wrapped on, you know, like your little breakaway tray type thing that you put in your freezer. Like, I wanted the bag. You're never gonna be fucking short going to Giant, you know. Whereas my usual, that or a local, a PA establishment, I believe, Wise, W-E-I-S markets. Is Giant PA too? You guys know Giant grocery stores? I'm sure, I mean, they're different all over. I know, here's one that's not gonna be in your town. Food Lion? And all sorts of fucking funky nicknames out here. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracting. Eva is injured. So, right before we get to the finale parts here, we have a little bit of an escort mission to do with her. It's okay, she carries a gun, but you gotta keep track of her and everything. And I said, you know, I said before, just talk about it over and over again, I know, but why are these soldiers chasing me? Your commander's dead. What did he fucking say in Breaking Bad? Don Corneo is dead. Don Corneo, that's from fucking Final Fantasy VII. You know, the guy that hired Gus Fring said he's dead. His capos are dead. You take what you want and you get out of here and you never come back to this place. Something like that. Gotta rewatch Breaking Bad again. I only watched it fully through once. I've relived some moments, right? But what a great fucking time for television we lived in. Lucky. Ooh, Snapchat. That would be the lady. I swear this is the only... I closed my old one, I think. I swear Snapchat's only good for talking to people like that. Like people you meet on online dating sites. That's all I've ever used it for. Like, I don't have a fucking... I'm an old man. I don't have a fucking stake in that kind of game. Alright, let's patch her up. You can med treat her and do all sorts of funny things, like read her medical history and rotate her and make her throw up. You knock her out, and she'll dream about Snake and the boss and a dog named Fido. It's pretty nuts. Oh, Discord's still logged in on my laptop. Nice. Since its last tune-up cleaning, it's been working pretty slick again. One of these days, though, I just have to break down and get like a frickin' something with tons of RAM so I can start emulating like PS2 and GameCube games on the laptop. That'd be great. I'm struggling to get Street Skater from the PS1 going. I don't know what, if it's like the plugins I'm using or what, but everything loads up fine, but when it actually starts running, it's like a little choppy. You just need to give the computer a rest before playing. That was my old, when I recorded Majora's Mask that I did with Lennon way back, recording it off my older laptop, I like had to take breaks because it would start to get all laggy if I recorded too long. But when you think about it, I mean, like an hour of recording is like potentially about a month's worth of content. So same thing with voice recording. Like it takes a little. That's a problem though. I don't have enough time. Like I'm always trying to work. And then it's like, oh, and you're not working. It's like, alright, go ahead and play games just to play them. Like I just beat Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like I'm going through that series. You know, like I said in the last part, I have MLB The Show 22. And The Show and NBA 2K and Madden to a lesser quality extent are games you think, like for me, building either a franchise or building a my player that, you know, you level up and like do the whole career moves with. Like that's a multi-month time sink right there. So you just get more and more behind in your games and never keep up. That's why like everyone that's updating their game systems, I'm like, yeah, I'm still far away from needing to upgrade from the PS4. There are games that I've bought or that I've got for free through the game, through the PlayStation Plus, that, you know, their selections have been kind of shit lately, but these prior selections are just sitting there waiting to be installed and played. You know, good story-based stuff too. It's kind of, you just sneak through, you know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second there. It's not too bad, honestly. This part of the end game kind of goes quick, honestly. Go. You know, like the troops will start to catch up to you too, so you kind of got to dispose of them if you don't want Eva and her revolver causing a ruckus. But once you take care of the ones that are following you, there's a few in the area ahead, but they're pretty easy to neutralized too, and then you just, it's kind of a straight shot to the exit you want to get to. That'll all happen in the next episode.